See, I know Lauren London. Lauren London used to sing backgrounds for me back in the day. She fell in love with my keyboard player. His name is Omar Edwards. Omar went on to play for Jay-Z after me, after leaving my band. Omar Edwards got Lauren London on to American Idol, which put her in position to meet Nipsey, and then she dumped Omar, who loved her madly, for Nipsey out of nowhere. Moved him out of the way because he was about to give Dr. Sabi to the world all over again, just like Lisa Left Eye Lopez tried to do damn near 30 years ago. Y'all niggas ain't slick. Lauren London was a contestant on American Idol. She just didn't make it, and when that fell through, the next thing you knew, she was in Nip bed.
Jaguar Wright said it years ago that Lauren London was sent to Nipsey the same way that Faith Evans was to Biggie, and now it would seem like she is not the only one spilling the tea on Nip's untimely demise. Word on the streets is that 50 Cent is also unpacking some revelations in his recent documentary, and he allegedly dropped some hints that Nipsey's longtime girlfriend and baby mama, Lauren London, played a role in him getting unalived.
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the, it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things, like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so it could.
For time.
As mentioned, 50 Cent is not the first or only person that has made this allegation against Lauren. Joining him is Jaguar Wright as well as Wack 100, both of whom have said that nobody is talking enough about Lauren London's name being mentioned in the P. Diddy case. Wack went on to say that Lauren and Cassie were close friends and questioned why Nipsey Hussle, after 5 years with Lauren, never popped the question or had any intentions of wifing her up, suggesting that she was involved in Diddy's freak-offs. Lauren, who has claimed in every interview that after Nipsey Hussle, no man can ever have her, is alleged to have been one of Diddy's playthings. And according to Wack 100, Cassie, who has in the past admitted to setting up freak-off parties on Diddy's behalf and hiring celebrities, OV models, and the whole bandwagon to be in attendance, also brought Lauren into the mix.
He finna let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see it's coming out. Cause you know Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman...
That I don't disagree with.
Listen,
Listen,
you think if Diddy told Cassie, make that happen with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen?
It is believed that this is the same way that Diddy put Young Miami on a payroll and had her bring in young models as well as her friends, for example Saucy Santana, to the freak-off parties. And that's not even the half of it. Young Miami was also accused of transporting illegalities and a pink nose candy known as Tuesday for Diddy. And we are not talking about just within the boundaries of Miami or LA. We talking interstate travel, NYC, and to every location Diddy wanted her to pull up to. According to Diddy's former producer Rodney, more popularly known as Lil Rod, who has been spilling tea on Diddy, not only owing him a large sum of money, but also harassing him in unmentionable ways. Rodney claimed that Young Miami was heavily involved with Diddy in ways more than a girlfriend should be. Allegedly, she was down to go as low as possible if it meant pleasing Diddy and getting that bag. Her relationship with Diddy was more complicated and, dare I say, intimate than other women in his life, who Young Miami has, by the way, gotten into fights with unprovoked. Meanwhile, Diddy made it clear that Young Miami had a special place in his heart beyond just hooking up on the DL. This led people to believe that Young Miami, who is generally known as a street smart player, was down for Diddy in ways that his other women were not, allegedly, which involved being involved in them freak-offs, inviting people into it on Diddy's behalf, supplying the fueled encounter, and buying into whatever weird fantasies Diddy had.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It says take a shower. If you like golden showers, I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere, you like it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you drunk and you just...
And they just peeing all over your body?
So in the same light that Young Miami was working part-time, full-time for Diddy, it is alluded that Nipsey's baby mama Lauren was also doing things under the covers for Diddy and with Diddy. Diddy's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, revealed in a recent lawsuit against Diddy that Lauren was indeed part of some of the freak-offs. At least not directly, but from leaked reports from sources, Lauren was well aware of the freak-offs and how dehydrated Diddy and his other participants would get, so much that they had to get IV drips. In Clark's question, she revealed that, yes, Ms. London was there, Chef Jordan in the other room. He called Cassie over, asked her to walk there, hand me that, go back in the other room. She did it. This is to imply that Laura London not only knew about the freak-offs, but also knew that Cassie was under duress, being involved with Diddy, and she said nothing about it. But all of that to the side, it is heavily debated why Nipsey stayed working under Diddy when he could have done just fine on his own. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, had a thing or two to say about that, and it just sheds more light on the notion that Diddy had a type of alleged leash that held Nipsey down.
You think it was a good idea for Nipsey to be cool with Diddy?
I really can't speak on what and the reason why that man would, when he was already doing a great job himself with the team that he had. But somebody convinced him that that would be a good look for him. But no disrespect, he got what he asked for.
Rumor has it that when Nipsey decided to tug on that leash and remove himself from the shackles of Diddy holding him bound after their collab album Victory Lap made rounds, that's when the question of his life came into play.
What really does make sense is that Diddy has had a long career of using to trap into making them do what he wants to do or using them to move them out the way. How is Faith Evans any different than Lauren London? How? No difference at all. Struggling artists trying to make their way up, not getting the break that they needed. All of a sudden they stand next to the right guy and then now you know that guy is dead and they're okay for life. You know how many people in the business that happens to? Let's look at Khalees.
The official story on Nipsey's death, however, is that his shooter, Eric Holder, did it because Nipsey called him a snitch. And for the longest, it was believed that Big U, one of Nipsey's ops, was responsible for hiring Eric Holder. On that day, Big U's location was all over the place. He also kept switching up his alibi, wouldn't say where he was, who he was with, nothing. And let's not forget, Nipsey had just refused to renew an old contract he had with Big U's label, so it was kinda suspicious. When Nipsey's funeral went down, Big U also did not show face, not even for respect. And when he laughed at that "Justice for Nip" comment in a live video, that blew the internet up with speculations turning into confirmation that Big U put the hit out on Nipsey.
What you waiting on? You got to tell us what you waiting on. Damn, my mama broke you with a
Justice for Nip.
Or your boy would have been there like, yeah, you got it.
You did. You did.
Fast forward to months later, Loose Cannon came out to drop some bombshells. He went on the No Jumper podcast, where he claimed that Big U called and told him about Nipsey's death 30 minutes before it even happened. That clip made rounds fast, and Big U wasn't having it. So he sent Adam22, the owner of the podcast, a cease and desist legal threat to cancel the episode.
That was cap, but for the record, the feds, when they did come, they only wanted one thing, and I feel like this will be of special interest to you. They wanted the cease and desist from Big U in regards to Loose Cannon's first appearance on No Jumper, in which Loose basically implicated Big U in the murder of the late, great Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. And did you give them the cease and desist?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Charleston White also broke silence, telling the streets exactly why a hit was put out on Nip, and that was because he wasn't paying his dues to Big U anymore. Now, this has been the narrative for a while, but more sources have been coming out in recent times, and they are saying that it wasn't just Big U. Diddy played a hand in Nipsey's demise too. And according to 50 Cent, so did Lauren London via her connection to Diddy, allegedly. At the moment, much of this is highly speculative and more information is still being dug up. Meanwhile, here's what a couple people have to say about the situation. This person said, Lauren isn't innocent. Diddy put them together just to control him. Another person added, Lauren crossed over from modeling to music videos, and Capricorn knows Diddy well. Lauren is Cassie's friend. And finally, no, Lauren was part of it. Her and Diddy were tight as thieves. Diddy used her to get to Nipsey. But we would like to know what you think about this. Could there be any truth to the notion that Lauren had a little something going on the side with Diddy while Nipsey was alive? And could her involvement with Diddy have a hand in Nip being unalived? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch this next video because it is just as messy